Very soothing sound indeed, coming from Pascal Uche Ejikeme, otherwise known as Ectera.
Yeah.
Etc.
Yeah.
Well, Pascal comes from Imo State, although he was born, bred, and buttered in Warri.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, madam.
Etc. Let's start from etc. Why etc.?
It's very simple. When I wanted to get into music, I wanted something that's that will stand the test of time, just like the kind of music that I play, which I believe is the kind of music that when you listen to today, the feelings, the way you feel is the way you're still gonna feel. Listen to those same songs anytime.
In 10 years, in 20
years, anytime. So
and
it's,
so
it's
on.
it's just musical, as in so on,
And so on.
continuity, yeah, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And so on and so forth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how did you get into music?
Is
Is there music in your family? Does your mother sing, play an instrument?
No.
Father?
As far as I know, my mother never sang. So but I use a particular word to describe how I got into music. I would say I stumbled into music. So I was in
How so?
Yeah. I was in an organization, a Catholic youth organization, and it was that era when the Archbishop of Lagos gave the permission for live instruments to be bought. So we
For the church?
Yeah, for the church, so they can
Okay.
at least use live equipment, but not in the church itself, but like for other organizations in the church. So we decided to go and buy ours, and we bought ours, and we chose a particular Sunday evening to showcase the equipment to the church, and we called musicians to come and play. So when they came, they saw the caliber of people that were there, and they went crazy, and they just changed and started charging some crazy amounts of money, and it was even crazier when they walked out on us. They didn't even touch our equipment. So we were so really embarrassed. I was like, God, what if this happens on our engagement day? How are we going to do it? We're just going to be handicapped and embarrassed. So I went up to the president and I said, why don't we take up these instruments and learn ourselves? And he was like, okay, that's a nice idea. So I took up the piano, I took it home, and started with the primary chords, the black sheep, and all those little stuff. And yeah, and so I decided, man, it felt good. I said, okay, it could be music, but if I'm going to go into music, then I should go into it the proper way. So I decided to go and learn real music, how music should be played. I went to Musan to learn us in classical music, and then and now I'm talking to you guys. And now I'm talking to you guys. The rest is history.
What were you doing at this time? At the time when these musicians came and didn't perform, and then you had to go and learn how to play music?
We couldn't play the.
What were you doing as a person?
Yeah, I was working. So and then those guys, they took us by surprise, because we were just like the instruments, as far as we were concerned, were like rocket science to us. We couldn't play, so when they now left, it dawned on us that we just kind of couldn't continue this way.
What they were doing, you were playing.
Yeah.
So you actually went into music in old age, so to speak.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say I was cut out from music, or I started singing in my mother's womb like.
Or in the church choir.
Yeah.
So what kind of music? How would you describe the kind of music that you play?
I play what you call alternative. Alternative in the sense that it has a bass, soft rock, and then alternative as a word makes it more encompassing. So it allows for the fusion of other genres of music. You can say rock and high life, rock and kwaito. That's crazy. Rock and jazz, rock and blues. So it makes it a more encompassing thing. So that's why you say it's alternative.
So the impression I have is you tend want to avoid being put in a box.
Yeah.
You just want to express yourself musically.
Yeah. So that's just
Unless
about the word,
give it
etc.
whatever name they want to give it.
Yeah. But there's a genre of music that's called alternative. So, but then it allows for you to be very, very expressive.
But I see, listening to you just before the cameras came out, I perceived some bits of Crystal Cote
Yeah, I listened to Chris Okote when I was growing up. The likes of Sonny Ade, the Winter Brothers, and Osadebe, Sonny Okosun, so. And I listened to them.
Felix Liberty.
Felix Liberty, yeah.
I saw a bit of those two guys.
Yeah, I listened to them really. So I mean, those were the days when we had Nigerians who could play music and they knew what they were doing. Those were the days, the good old days of music in this country, and where we had when we had hardworking musicians. The likes of
we still have hardworking musicians.
Yeah, we still do.
I mean, music has blossomed in Nigeria.
It has.
In all kinds of music, and the sweet part for me is that all these musicians are now making a living out of playing music.
Yeah. But I think that also might lead to the death of the industry. You say music blossomed in Nigeria from 2004 till 2007, 8. But right now we have a whole lot of people who are seeing this industry as an haven or one haven for failures in other fields. Some people say, people are looking at this as if A could sing, and you can use vocoder, you can use the software to make your voice look you're sounding like aliens. So I mean, then I can as well do it.
And so the public can buy.
Yeah, it allows for love, laziness. So and that's why it pains me when you attribute the word industry to it. I feel it's not an industry yet. Because the word industry means a system where they have where certain things are being put into place. But in this, what we have right now, we have a system where just a selection of few people swimming against the tide to make things happen out of nothing.
Yeah, but the audience will so if you think that it's just a place to go and make money, you'll soon learn, won't you?
Yeah, you'll learn. But Nigerians right now, the situation of the country, sometimes, when the real stuff is not available, they make do of what they have. So when we have a lot of people bringing out quote and unquote crap, I think that's when they now accept crap into the system. So it becomes crappiness becomes beautiful.
Yeah, I'm getting an impression here. You seem to fall in the category of those who have low regards for popular musicians who I've not made my point.
Okay, sorry.
Who just came into music and they haven't bothered to learn the rudimentary aspect of it. And because of this availability of software, because there are some producers somewhere who believe, okay, I can use you to make some money, and they come out, sell a CD or two.
I won't say I have low regards for them. I would say it boils down to the system. There's a whole lot of joblessness everywhere, and people don't have what they do. So right now, and if they see, just like football, the Okocha is making money from football, and back in the days where parents would say they'll scold their kids for playing football, but right now, if Mr. B is making money, why not? So if they see that there's no job, there's nothing to do out there, and they can as well go and croak on air and have their stuff played.
Who knows? And
yeah,
the public might just
they might get lucky.
Yeah.
You also have some classical music in your background somewhere.
Yeah, since I went to my son is biased in the classical thing, but then the ability to be able to inculcate the classical part of it to the contemporary part of music is the difficult. That's in the difficult part. That's in to cross over from being a classical artist to now play what you call popular music. It's the difficult part. If you can be able to do that, then I think you're on the right track.
I was actually going to ask you because there are like two extremes.
Yeah.
And a couple of people have actually said that Dari, who in my estimation is a fantastic musician, that Dari is having difficulty breaking into the popular market because of the background he had.
One thing about classical music, it makes you a little bit stiff. And then you look at other genres of music as no good, because then like when I was in the Muson, when I got into the Muson, and they have all this little piano playing and somebody putting you through here and there, and I went there. The professor of music now said, okay, so what you want was in piano? Okay, yeah. They started the notes, the clef, and all this stuff, and you play, and when they you now want to do all these other little things that you learned on the side, they look at you what's wrong with you? Huh? What's wrong with you? You're playing nonsense music. You have to stick to the rules.
I mean, I can imagine Professor Lars Equipment.
I'm telling you,
listening to and you wanting to do some of those acts.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I can imagine the kind of headache the man will have.
Yeah.
So that kind of puts you in a kind of environment as it were, in quotation mark now, that when you now venture to play popular music, it becomes difficult for you to really adapt to the demands and requirements
It
of
depends
popular
on the
music.
individual. It depends on the individual. If you're very, very quick and into adapting, then you get it easy. But some people are just so, you don't want to experiment, just so rigid, and like at the end of the day, it comes out like you get a classical pianist that just went through the schools and as in the ranks and has never played anything contemporary. You just get into as in just sing. He'll be looking at you, you'll be able to play jack. But the street way is kind of like different.
Yeah.
So because you play with the ears, you listen and reproduce what you've heard. So I think that is the best way musically.
According to Alibaba, what about they carry last?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
What about not the carry
Not they
last?
carry last. So how have you found your music career? Has it been rewarding?
Yeah, I think it's been rewarding so far because you can hardly get an essential CD out there easily because the moment we print CDs is off the market. They snap it up. So I think it's really, really rewarding for me so far because when I started, some people were looking at me like, who's this guy? As in miming to other people's songs. They didn't know that it was my songs. I was singing my own songs. And they're like, okay. But later when they knew, it was like really to the point where even when Boys to Men they came to Nigeria, they thought maybe they brought me from Europe somewhere or from America somewhere because we were like, okay, it was like I was playing live with violins and the guitars. It was music, and they came music. When Joe came to, it was like, so people just keep having this impression that you are from another planet.
Yeah, the first time I heard the music, and this is a personal confession, I thought it was someone from outside that was playing. Not that we don't make that much good music, even better music in Nigeria, but your voice and the arrangement, I just thought, okay, it was one of those foreign artists.
If you have the advantage of going through as in learning the rudiments, then as in having those parts covered, then I think you do well.
You were working somewhere before you went into music.
Yeah, I was working.
So what had you planned to do with your life before you stumbled into music?
I personally am this kind of person that as in I don't delve into the future. I allow the future to take care of itself, in the sense that I regard the future as in tomorrow as the territory of the gods. So if you meddle with it, sometimes you get messed up in between, because just like nature, I think nature never goes wrong. It's always right, no matter what. Global warming, blah blah, there's a reason. So nature is never wrong. Tsunami, blah, an earthquake, it's there. It's nature. You can't change things. They are there. They are like things that have been destined to happen. So there's destiny. There's tomorrow. So I'm just living the life, living for today. Then whatever tomorrow brings, I'll take. So I was working.
Where were you working at the time?
I was working. That's like a long story now. If I want to put it that way, okay, I was working. Okay, let me put it as easy as it can get. I was working in a little factory in Kirikiri town, where I grew up. My father was a prison warder, so I grew up around the barracks. So then we had this little factory there.
Factory worker.
Yeah, after secondary school, you're like, okay, you want to make some money so you can get some new clothes and you can impress the girl next door. So you have to go get some little jobs to do. That was just the time when the music work hit, and I went with it.
And you grew up in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Do you still go to church now? Are you still very active in the Catholic Church?
I do, but the part where you call active, that's the part I don't. But I do, but I've not been to confession. I'm confessing right now. I've not been to confession for for months or years.
Okay.
Don't let your parish priest hear that.
He's heard it already.
We have been chatting with Ectera, and his real name is Pascal Uche Ejikeme, who is actually going to sing us out when we have signed off. That was our package for today, Sunrise. So we will bring you a fresh one next week, Saturday. God bless you all.
And your name?
Alero Edu.
And I am Femi Ipadeola. Thank you very much for staying there with us. Over to you, Ectera.
Ectera.
Let's make it political now. Ring the alarm. There's a thief in the government house. Ring the alarm. Before they blame it on Mickey Mouse. Who will save us all? Who will save us all? Yeah, who will save us all? have to cry? How many more will have to die in the name of politics? Yeah, manifestos and rhetorics to steal, portfolios filled with bills for thugs to kill in the name of politics. Yeah. When will our leaders realize we are brothers in God's eyes in the name of politics? Say, Ajibole, ole, Ajibole, ole, Ajibole, ole, Ajibole, ole. Ring the alarm, yeah. There's a thief in the government house. Ring the alarm before they blame it on Mickey Mouse. Who will save us all? Tell me, who will save us all? Can you tell me now? Who will save us all? Is it OPC? Babasi?